There is a feeling that arrives with no warning and no name, a restlessness, a low discomfort sitting just under the surface. Nothing's happened. No one has asked you for anything. You're simply alone with a feeling that you don't want to be holding. And so you reach for something. You open your laptop and you buy something, or you send the message that you told yourself to wait on. You cancel your plans. You pour the glass. You do something, anything to make that feeling stop. You made a decision just to make the feeling stop. And even as you were doing it, some part of you knew it was not coming from your clearest place. I'm Laura Allen, and that moment is what this episode is about. I want to be careful here because this is where most conversations about this, they go wrong. They tell you that the problem is willpower, that you lack discipline, that you self-sabotage. Well, maybe you don't, maybe you need to want it more, or you need to try harder next time, or if you are anything like the women that I work with, you have heard all of that before. You understand your patterns completely, and you can explain exactly what you do and why you do it, and you still reach. That's not a discipline problem. That is a structural gap. There's a difference between understanding yourself afterwards and being able to stay connected to yourself while it's actually happening. Because afterwards, you have all the clarity in the world. You can see plainly that the discomfort would have passed on its own. But in that moment itself, the choice was already made. The feeling was loud, and relieving it felt like the only thing that was available to you. Here's what's actually happening. Between the discomfort rising and the thing you did to make it stop, there was a window, a real one. It might have only been a few seconds. It might have been just a tiny bit longer than that. But in that window, your next move was still yours. The feeling had arrived, but the pattern had not fully finished firing, and I call that window the choice point. Now, the reason that you keep missing it is not that you are weak. It is that most of us were never taught that it actually exists. No one taught us that the feeling can simply be present without us requiring to act on it. We were taught to fix discomfort, to manage it, smooth it, make it go away quickly. We were never taught to pause inside the discomfort and notice the urge to relieve it is not the same as the decision to relieve it. So the next time that you feel the pull to do something to make that feeling stop, here's the practice. It's small. You don't have to stop yourself. You don't have to white knuckle through it. You need to notice the window. Notice the feeling has arrived and the action has not left your hands yet. Let the discomfort be there for one more second that belongs to you. That's it. Not a method for resisting urges, not a willpower exercise, recognition. And I want to be honest with you about what recognition does and does not do. Seeing the window does not change the choice all by itself. Noticing it once doesn't undo a pattern you have run for years. What changes it is returning to that window again and again with practice. The 7 positivity keys are what you use inside of it, built through repetition until a clearer response is the one that is familiar. That's the work. Recognition is simply where it begins. You don't need more discipline to stop making decisions that were really never your decisions. You need to recognize the moments when the feeling has arrived, but the choice is still in your hands. That recognition is the first step. What you build from there with practice is the work. That actually changes the pattern. It's learnable, and it's what I teach inside of the free session on the choice point and the work that follows it. It is where you can find it anytime that you're ready, and the link will be on the website at positivitykeys.com and in the show notes. One small return at a time. That's the whole practice. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.